Mikkelsen's performance is rooted in realism. Despite the operatic, fantastical overtones of the show itself, Mikkelsen's Hannibal is rooted in his seriousness. Vulture critic Mads Mikkelsen points out, the show's dialogue often sounds like what vampires might say to each other if they got stoned, but it's Mikkelsen's delivery that makes it work. The character almost seems to exist in a Victorian Gothic romance, as described by sci-fi Wire, and yet, he takes himself so seriously that lines like, "The tragedy is not to die, but to be wasted," sound natural. Mikkelsen sometimes had to look up words for scenes. Hannibal is a refined intellectual who loves talking, according to Mikkelsen himself. The actor revealed that his time in the role expanded his vocabulary. He and his dialogue coach apparently had to look up every 10th word to understand just what Hannibal was trying to communicate. Mikkelsen's Danish accent allows him to create his own interesting backstory for Hannibal. His version of the character was born in Lithuania, educated in Paris and England. A bit of a snob, but a good host and excellent company. Mikkelsen's Hannibal never lies. In the Season 2 episode, Sue Zakana will decisively encapsulate Hannibal's approach to deceit. "I don't expect you to admit anything you can't, but I prefer sins of omission to outright lies, Dr. Lecter. Don't lie to me." Even at his most deceitful, Mikkelsen's Hannibal does not lie. He relies mostly on half-truths, misdirection, and charm to convince the people around him he can be trusted. Above all else, lying is rude, and we all know how Hannibal feels about the rude. When Will finally confronts Hannibal in the Season 1 episode Savor You, he points his weapon at him and asks, "Are you a murderer, Dr. Lecter?" Instead of denying the accusation, Hannibal genuinely wonders, "What reason would I have?" perhaps hoping Will was being honest himself when he said, "I can see you." Hannibal often answers hard questions by diverting the conversation to a more interesting point, allowing him to use his advanced intellect to manipulate and deceive instead of outright lying to those he deems unworthy of the truth. Mikkelsen said there is a real love to what Hannibal draws his attention toward. Mikkelsen's Hannibal exerts total emotional and intellectual control over his prey. Mikkelsen's Hannibal exerts total emotional and intellectual control over his prey. Viewers can sympathize with Mikkelsen's Hannibal. Mikkelsen modeled his character on the devil himself. Mikkelsen's Hannibal can conceal his evil. Mikkelsen's Hannibal can conceal his evil. Mikkelsen's micro-expressions help preserve Hannibal's facade. Mikkelsen's micro-expressions help preserve Hannibal's facade. Mikkelsen embodies the style and charm of Harris's character. Mikkelsen's Hannibal gradually takes down his prey.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video then. Take care. Bye.